Hello everyone, I'm Jige. In this video, I will show you how to use BLoC in a multi-page Flutter app. Before we begin, make sure to run the Flutter pub add Flutter BLoC in your terminal to add the BLoC package. We will start by creating the 3 basic BLoC class. To create them all at once, like I do, you will need to set up your own file template. In the toEvent class, add an integer value which will control how the container is updated. In the state class, add an integer count which holds the value shown on the screen. Inside the BLoC class, we have the event. The copy with method is used to create a new state object to update the data. Each time the count is updated, is based on the incoming value. Now, create a home page that serves as the main page. Add 2 buttons to this page to control the container value. The main function, set up the BLoC provider and make homepage your default route. At this point, the container page is working, same as the previous demo. Now let's move on to the creating additional page. Create a model class called user. Then create a 3 BLoC relate class for the user feature. In the event class, add the event for loading user, adding user, and updating user. In the state class, include a list of users. For each event type, write logic to hand loading, adding, and updating user. We simulate backend interaction using delay. Each emit creates a new state object, and only a new state will trigger a UI update. Now build a use list page. Check the is loading flag in the state to showing loading indicators. Also check the error value to hand error display. Use a list view to display the user data. Each item has a icon button on the right to trigger a update to that specific user. Add a floating action button at the bottom to add a new user. Back on the home page, add a button to navigate to the use list page. Since we now have two blocks, web the app in a multiple block provider in May and adjust both providers. Also change the home page to username row and define paths for both pages. Let's run the app and see it in action. Click a button to go to the use list. There's load data because we forgot to dispatch the load event. Try again. Now it fetch the user data after a 500 millisecond delay. Click the icon button to update the user name and click the flag to add a new user. That tweak is so that updating a user don't clean their name. Then run it again to confirm. At this point, some of you might wonder, wow, the main function is getting filled with a BLoC provider. Shouldn't BLoC be scoped only where needed? Let's create a container page with its own local BLoC. As usual, we create a 3 BLoC class. They are pretty much the same as before, so we will fast forward here. Create a single container page. Its layout is the same as the original container demo. Since we are using a local BLoC, wrap the page in a BLoC provider. One important note when using a BLoC provider at the top level of page, you must wrap the inner widget in a builder so that all children can access the BLoC from the context properly. Back in the main function, I add a name road for a single container page because the BLoC is local to the page. You don't need to add it to the global provider list in May. Run the app again, you will see that the globe container and the single page container don't affect each other. Also, every time you enter the single container page, the count is set to 0. That is for this video. I'm currently looking for Flutter related job opportunities, so if you have any good lead, please don't hesitate to contact me. Thanks for watching and see you next time.